It's Gotham's Caped Crusader versus New York's friendly neighborhood web-slinger. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be pitting Batman versus Spider-Man to see which is the greater superhero.
You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change.
Round 1. Origin. Let's begin with their origins, both of which have seen several retellings but remain relatively consistent. For Bruce Wayne, his life was defined by the murder of his parents by a mugger when he was a boy. Luckily, he had a sweet inheritance to back up his urge to fight crime and make sure things like that would never happen again. As for Parker, that orphan was raised by his aunt and uncle after his parents died in a plane crash. After being bestowed with incredible powers from a radioactive spider bite, his uncle was killed by a burglar that Peter had previously chosen not to stop. Batman may have originally helped create the tragic superhero archetype, but Spider-Man gave the genre a unique spin by being motivated by not just tragedy and revenge, but also by personal guilt. Round 2. Powers and accessories. Batman wears the Batsuit, a regularly modified and upgraded piece of armor meant to strike fear into the hearts of evildoers.
Perhaps you should read the instructions first.
With no real superpowers, he instead exploits martial arts, forensics, and tools, which include his batarang, grappling gun, cape, smoke bombs, and sweet rides.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
He also has a roomy Batcave bustling with futuristic tech and cable TV. Poor Spidey. Literally, he has no money.
Could you pay me in advance?
You serious?
Thankfully, he knows how to sew. That's worth an A+ in home ec. Peter Parker also uses his intellect to craft a more modest set of devices, such as his patented web shooters and spider tracers. His powers include his spider sense, agility, ability to climb walls, and super strength. No lair though, just an apartment with a busted door. Despite Spidey's thrilling powers, we're going to have to give this round to Batman.
The Bat? Oh man, give me a break, will you?
Round 3. Alter Ego. Batman is a stoic hero who shares two things in common with the joke-slinging Spider-Man. Both have been labeled a vigilante menace by the media, and both have made a stalwart pledge to never kill. In terms of their alter egos, Bruce Wayne is a resourceful billionaire that pretends to be a notorious playboy as to avoid rousing suspicion, while Peter Parker is a genius high school student who is shy, geeky, and works as a freelance photographer for the Daily Bugle.
I'm a photographer.
Yes, I can see that.
We're going to have to side with the unassuming Peter on this one, because Bruce stands out as an obvious Batman suspect. He's the richest man in Gotham and owns an empire that produces advanced technology, and everyone can see his chin.
You think that your client, one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in the world, is secretly a vigilante who spends his nights beating criminals to a pulp with his bare hands? And your plan is to blackmail this person?
Round 4. Foes and allies. Their mere existence has spawned a new breed of criminal, and both have the best rogues gallery from DC and Marvel, so this will be a tough call, which we'll happily make anyway. Spidey has many countless memorable villains that have always provided a solid fight, including Doc Ock, the Green Goblin, Sandman, Venom, the Lizard, and Rhino. These animal-themed psychopaths have always provided quite a lot of fun and high-octane clashes, which Spidey takes on alone. However, Batman's villains have always seemed much more iconic and deadly. When compared side by side, we have to give this point to the Dark Knight for having to deal with such psychotics as the Joker, Two-Face, the Riddler, the Penguin, Catwoman, and Bane.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Plus, Batman has help in the form of Commissioner Gordon, his trusty butler Alfred, techie Lucius Fox, and Robin. We don't hold his affinity for young boys against him. Round 5. Media. We're not going to say which comic series is better. We love them both. Instead, we're going to break the tie by seeing which has done better off the page. Batman has had a campy 60s series starring Adam West, 2 Tim Burton films, 2 Joel Schumacher nightmares, and his own award-winning animated series. Sure, Batman and Robin put the franchise on ice for years, but Christopher Nolan's epic trilogy redeemed it. In terms of video games, there's the Arkham series. Enough said. Spidey? Well, his first 2 films by Sam Raimi were fantastic, then it got all emo.
Strawberries.
But he's got his own Broadway play, several entertaining cartoons, and video games, but you can see where this is going. By a score of 3-2, it seems that Spider-Man got squashed under Batman's boot. At least Spidey retains his lighter and more comedic tone, and doesn't imitate Batman's darker and grittier... Oh, never mind. Agree with our judgment? Are you infuriated by our sweeping generalizations?
Going to need a minute or two alone, boys.
Be sure to comment, subscribe, and visit us at WatchMojo.com.